Alright guys, so as promised, while I'm on vacation in Bulgaria, I'm gonna make some videos for you so you can see how beautiful my country is. And it's been a few days already. I've been in a couple of places and I took video of everything, but I just wanted to show you at the beginning of this video this beauty where I am right now. So I am actually, you're gonna have to wait because I want to show you first where I've been for the last few days and how we got here, and then I'm gonna show you, but there's something interesting over there. So let's start from the beginning. So have a little patience, I'm gonna show you this, but before that I'm gonna show you how we got here. So a few days ago my son Nicola and I took off from Toronto and we headed towards Bulgaria, which is a beautiful country in East Europe. This is where we're gonna spend our 1 month vacation, since I was born there and I still have family and friends there, which we're gonna meet and we're gonna enjoy ourselves basically, and we're hoping to have a beautiful 4 weeks vacation there. So this is how our journey started, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to show you a lot of interesting things about my country. After about 8 hours flight to Warsaw, Poland, we changed planes and had a quick stop over there and another short flight to Bulgaria, and this is already my country that we could see from above.
Temperatura wynosi 20 stopni. Do czasu wyłączenia sygnalizacji pasy bezpieczeństwa muszą pozostać zamknięte. Prosimy o zachowanie ostrożności.
Alright guys, so we've been in Bulgaria for 2 days now, and after we met the family and we spent a few nights at home, now we started going around to see some places of Bulgaria that are interesting. And the first place that we went to visit is the monastery of the 7 altars. So this is a old monastery that is in the mountain, like 100 kilometers away from Sofia, the capital city. And today it's Monday, so there's not many visitors, but we'll walk around and we will see what interesting they can offer to us. And as soon as we walked in, I don't even know how it came up, but somebody told us that these trees here, these are giant sequoias, and they were brought here from Canada. 3 of them. 3 sequoias. Yeah, they have chickens in the monastery, and this is the actual, that's the church over there, and this is the actual monastery. Sorry about this horrible noise. This is actually the autofocus of my camera. The lens somehow became really noisy just in the beginning of my vacation. Hello. 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 Okay, so this is a typical Bulgaria monastery. There are hundreds of these around, all around the country, in the mountains, and each and every one is famous with something different. So this one, for example, is famous with its church, which this is the church, which is initially it was built in somewhere in 11th century, but during the years the monastery, which is this part here, and the church were ruined and demolished by wars and natural disasters for many times, and they were rebuilt many times. But in this church now exists since 1815, so it's already 204 years old. So I'm gonna show you inside. There's 7 altars in this church. Normally in Bulgarian churches, we are like the Bulgarian church is Christian Orthodox. So normally in the Christian Orthodox churches, there's one altar right in the middle of the church. But here in this church there are 7 separate altars. This is the entrance. This is the main altar. And there are 6 more that are hidden. Don't go away. And that's a tradition in Bulgarian churches to light up candles. Whoever comes, they light up a candle for health and for just for luck. And typical Bulgarian church. So it's a relatively small monastery. There's some huge monasteries in Bulgaria, some smaller ones. This is one of the small ones, but it is typical, like you can see where the monks used to live, and even now you can rent those rooms and you can live in them, but they're like really how do you say that, like not poor, but really
old-fashioned.
And they're old-fashioned, like in the room there's one bed and a light, and that's it, nothing else. But if you want to feel the atmosphere of how they used to live, you can rent a room and you can stay here for the night. Nice. And the giant sequoias. I don't know what year. Maybe I should ask and see when were these trees planted, but they say that the roots of the trees are already under the buildings and they're dangerous for the buildings, so they're thinking of solutions of how to save the monasteries and the trees. And this is the monastery on the outside. You can see the three giant sequoias inside. It's in the middle of the mountain. And we left the monastery, and now on the way home we stopped here in this restaurant, which is in the middle of the mountain again, and it's really nice place. But we didn't stop only for the restaurant, we stopped for these figures here, because that's an interesting thing in the middle of the mountain. That's my mom there, not the bear, my mom.
I'm a figure.
That's a wooden figure of Neanderthal.
What does that mean? What's an underthigh?
I don't know who and when decided to put those figures here, but they're really nice.
Uha! Di кончо. Ja, бабити.
Ай, аз как ще...
Проценти при проценти. Не, ти ще се качиш... Айде, че няма место за двама.
So this is Stara Planina, the mountain, the biggest mountain in Bulgaria. And it is a very, very small part of it because it goes across Bulgaria like 500 kilometers. Down there, this is the valley of the river of Iskar, and the road follows the valley, and also the railroad. You can see a small part of the railroad over there. Oh my god, this camera is crazy. I don't know if you can see. Where's my... Over there's a statue of a person, and that person is a real person who used to live here when they were building the railroad. That was, I don't know, about 150 years ago, I guess, when they were building the railroads. This person, he was blind, but he was coming out on this cliff, because it's right above the road. We're gonna go down there and I'm gonna show you. But he was coming every day to look and to watch how they build the railroads, even though he was blind. Actually, imagine blind people can still see when they want to. And here we can see the actual statue of Djadu Yoto. So imagine this blind man coming every day, climbing up to come here and to watch, as he was blind, but still he was watching how they built the railroad, which is down there, over there, and goes all the way that way to the city, to the capital city of Bulgaria, Sofia. And down there is the river Iskar, and the road also, which follows the valley of the river. So let's see this point of view. What is it saying?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You should show them the picture.
Alright, so we decided today to go to another monastery in another mountain, and I didn't expect actually that the road would be this bad, but it was like a few times we were even thinking to go back because we weren't sure that this was actually a road, but surprisingly, as we were driving, this popped up on the horizon. So this is the monastery of we call it Closin Monastery, but it is actually Saint's Pass Monastery. So we are outside. I hope they will let us take video inside as well. So this is my mom filming a dog. And this is, who are you again?
I don't know. I'm just a stranger.
Stranger. This monastery was originally built in 11th or 12th century, and it lasted until 14th century, when it was ruined by the Ottomans when they occupied Bulgaria. And then in 17th century it was rebuilt again, and it was even a school at some point, but unfortunately in I think beginning of 18th century it was burnt down again from the Ottomans, and in 1821 finally it was built again, and since then it is lasting till today. And the church was built exactly where the original church was, but yeah, that's the whole story. There's some modern equipment here, solar batteries. They're talking also about a fortress that was demolished by the Ottomans in 13th century, and these are the remains of the wall, the fortress wall. But as you can see, it's a beautiful place, and down there is one of the main roads in Bulgaria. There's another mountain over there, so you can see Bulgaria is has a lot of mountains. And this here is the Closin mountain. And there's still people living here, but nobody showed up yet. Okay, so let's see where is the today's trip gonna take us. There's this improvised parking lot in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in the mountains again, and there's this road going somewhere down there. So let's see where it's gonna take us. Wow, looks like a cave, huh? Yeah, that's the cave, which is called Prohodna, and it's also known as the Eyes of God, and we will see why it has this name. Oh my god. That looks scary. Somehow I feel small. It's a big cave, isn't it? I still don't know why it is called the Eyes of God, or God's eyes. Looks like eyes. Anyway. Okay, there's a lot of light here coming from somewhere. And I feel like I'm being watched. I wonder why. Ah, that's creepy, isn't it? These are God's eyes, so that's why it is called God's eyes, or the eyes of God. Gorgeous, isn't it? It's amazing, isn't it?
Echo!
Okay, let's keep walking and see what else is there. And there's another exit. That's why it's called Prohodna. In Bulgarian, Prohod means when you go through something. So that's the cave that you can go through. Okay, let's see where this exit is gonna take us. Well, what's outside of the cave I'm gonna show you in my next video, I guess, because this one is already way too long. So stay tuned, and I'm gonna show you. I promise you it's very interesting. Unfortunately, this second part of the video is already shot, so this annoying sound is still gonna be there. I'm really sorry about that, but for the next videos I'm gonna try and switch cameras, or I'm gonna try and fix this one. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I promise you there's not gonna be annoying noise. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.